jobs now as well.
I'll just kind of point out what situation with my flight scene one in the beginning. So we got MiG-29s, we got SU-25s in front, trying to find out which ones are the 29s, and luckily we got them. Fire Sparrows, the sort. Hellhound takes trailer. I take lead. Right as I fire here, he does fire a AS-73. I don't see it launch. Left bandit goes defensive. Hellhound commits on right bandit. I take commit on left. Fire off another Sparrow. They're defensive. So I'll speed it up a bit. As I'm turning left from bandit, I was gonna chase him down. I get hit by a 16-mile shot R-73. So then I go down, but luckily the element keep committing to me. Hellhound kills his bandit with his Sparrow. Nice one. Let's see how the element deals with this other 29. Sting 1-4 gets a Sparrow shot off. Misses. He breaks lock. He's low. Fluky, thinking he's dead, turns back into 25s and goes for him. This 29 here is still a threat, and I'm guessing they're just picking up the nails 29 and realizing, oh shit, how do we fix this? 29 turns into Sting 1-4. This Coyote gets an AA shot off. Gets kill. Fluky's pretty much do shit here if that 29 commits onto him. It does. So we'll see how Fluky can recover from this.
Hey, wake up! At that point, I have turned back in and picked up the. I've got AWAC vectors to the 29. I pick it up. I don't even realize it's chasing Fluky. He's the comms are a little chaotic right now because I don't think he realized Ford's been shot down, so he didn't know that no one was supporting him. I go fully into the burn and chasing after him, and I take a very much R max shot. I think when I hard lock him, it breaks off to the right. And that gives my missile enough time to get to closure, because honestly I don't think it would have made the shot because it was very extreme range.
All right, nice. Cover there. Fluky was shitting bricks over here trying to get away. All right, that's it. Anybody else want to control after that? That's.
And then for the rest of Sting, I don't have control. I'm watching Ghost live stream. Fluky and I rejoin, and we come back in, and at that point, there was two MiG-23s tied up with, I'm not actually sure which flight, but I was able to. Fluky at this point was like maybe 5 miles in trail behind me. I was able to sort one of the 23s, use my last Sparrow to splash one, and I attempted to go aim 9s onto the MiG-23, but you'll see that we were like right in the middle of the package. And I think I locked up Elka and was trying to get some ray gun calls on him. I don't know if he caught them or not, because I had to resort to AWACS to declare. At that point, you'll see I actually go almost a neutral aspect with the second MiG-23, but I think it was Darkfighter wanted to splash it. At that point, both Fluky and I were pretty much out of fuel. I mean, we were Joker, so we had to RTB.
One who does. 29 shot from Lexi.
Okay, it was Lexi then.
Yeah, Lexi. Yeah.
I saved your asses. I saw shit going on, and I was like, that's kind of unusual for a squad like that.
You turn back in for a fifth time.
Around.
Look at yeah, I was gonna say, look at Elka go.
Yeah, I was like getting locked on him, and it was going all over the place, and so I thought I was chasing a missile. I had no idea what was going on.
Ooh, that's some insane mechanical energy there.
It's hard to be a wingman when your lead's in that, man.
That's
At
just
night too.
poor fucking Doughboy.
Yeah,
Skin commits
pretty much it for Skin.
219s.
Oh, Skin. How many people were left in Skin's flight at this point? I'm just curious.
Oh, we have 4 ships.
You're still 4 ship? Okay.
Do I need to ban Skin from UAF? Is he Ramboing?
He's Ramboing?
Yes, yes. I was about to say. I'm like,
So
where's the rest
Bandicam.
of his flight?
Distance from flight. Distance from flight lead.
Not part of UO, so this would be Bandit.
Oh my god.
Skin, what are you doing?
Is this when he was in that dogfight with the...
He's turn fighting with a MiG-19.
Popping
Yep.
flares for me.
Fun.
Alright, Skin, you can do this, man. It's just a 19.
What do I remember? I remember Clark saying something about Skin.
Oh no!
Oh my god.
No, bad Skin. Bad.
No, Skin, no, he's that way.
Na, 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 na.
I got a MiG-19 on my 630. I need
You just about in flight. You just about mid flight in the parachutist.
And literally, I don't know.
It's like I got him. I got him. Time to go. Over there he is.
And literally, I'm just looking at my radar. I'm like, fuck, his Skin all the way out there. I think it comes later.
He's being locked up by a MiG-21 now.
What, Skin? What are you doing?
What?
This is how
Oh, he's getting gunned.
Oh, he loves this at the key.
This is ridiculous.
It's pretty cute that you're dropping flares against the MiG-19 as well.
How did he not crash?
This is the
How did
least
you not
stupid thing I've ever
scream
seen.
that I'm in a merge with a MiG-19
Oh,
going up the hill?
distance from flight. Distance from flight.
Okay, no, he did. He did. And you know what? Fiber looked at his yardstick, and it was fucking like 30 miles away.
Jesus.
You're done, Skin. Hang up your fucking wings.
So keep going. Keep going. Keep going. I need to get this guy down.
Defensive MiG-19.
Stupid thing I've ever seen.
He's like taunting the 19 to get closer.
Come on, come on.
Nope.
MiG-19's like wing rocking. He's like, come at me, bro. Come at me.
Why is he doing that?
He's doing a kill your speed turn.
He's turning. He's giving him his ass as well.
Skin, is this like your buddy? Your friend?
Yep, another flare.
The quest for mission is join your formation.
It's like I'm still going to put flares out. You know, you might have a heat seeker and missile that you can throw out the cockpit. You know.
He had more fuel than I
Oh, here comes the help. It's like Darkfiber's like, no, that's how you do it. It's like, now come back. Oh, oh no, oh no, 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 no! Please tell me I'm not about to see that.
Oh god.
He stopped that.
Fly have CF 180 CF 188s. It's the Canadian Hornets. Have a Navy day, eh, boys?
Alright, so Canadians don't belong in the air.
To be fair, we take our CF-18s off from fucking runways.
The funny thing is that was almost an AI frat kill.
Okay, next.
Gotta get the UOAF award for stupidest thing I've ever
So,
seen.
can you record that whole thing like after?
It's currently being recorded right now. It's live.
Okay, for future generations must learn about the amazing endeavors of Skin.
They are recorded for all prosperity.
Excellent.
Feel free to grab your own gifts.
Okay, so back to away from whatever that was about. 29s pushing in from the north. Looks like Dark Fibers commit with
No wingman.
okay, scope his heads down.
The Fury 1T is me, by the way. Just not showing.
Right.
Oh, this is over the target area now, finally. Yeah, so 29s were a problem for the ground strikes repeatedly.
Yes.
Space from the west and from the northwest. Yep.
Well, there goes an M9. Oh! Oh no! For Elka.
Alright, so let's take a, yeah, one thing let's look at briefly this one.
It's like MiG-29 giant heat source paired twin engines. Nope, there's the F-16 10 miles away.
Oh, it was already locked.
Yeah,
it was locked
put
on
it
the
in,
wrong person.
Oh.
One of those like accidental lock-on things.
Yeah, he locked
Well-
it on the wrong person.
No, well,
Radar lock and IR lock are two different things.
Oh,
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what happened?
He's radar locked, and then he's
No.
uncaged it,
Here
and then it's
comes.
uncaged to him.
That's happened to me before.
Locked right there. Right there.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
He's uncaged it, and it's picked someone else.
So the missile has selected Elka.
Look at this. It's right beyond him, and he fires.
That'd have been a tough call to see on the HUD.
Wrong target locked up. Going beyond him.
People say the AIM-9 Papas are bad. This wouldn't have happened with an AIM-9 Papa.
No, it definitely would have happened on an X-ray though.
Papas don't make these mistakes. They're smarter.
So for clarity in this engagement, when we Falcon 1 was operating with one element heads down and one element heads up, and when we saw those 29s coming in, we sent our second element over to delouse element 1, which was in the middle of prosecuting the first pair of targets. So that's why Elka was there. Now, because of his connection issues and Doughboy's relative newness to UOAF, Elka was completely unsupported by his wingman. And so he entered that football and he got fucking. Well, if Dark didn't get him, one of the 29s would have. It was a bad position for him to be in.
Yeah,
But
isn't this
he
like
was.
the Oh, sorry. Isn't this like the second time Darkfiber has accidentally done this?
Nope.
Yeah.
No.
Scope shot Darkfiber down.
Oh, okay, so it's scope. Okay.
Ah, that's just karma then.
Yeah, no, Dark Fiber was trying. His missile was trying to find me, but he could only find my wingman.
In this engagement, so I shot down the first guy. I was fighting my avionics because on my joystick throttled the. Okay, that was a midair, almost a midair, right there, right there.
Yeah.
I looked over my back and he was literally 10 feet away. I freaked out.
So
I started climbing. I said I was disengaging. But when those two 29s were like flying formation, I went to dogfight mode and like on my throttle, and then I tried to press D on the keyboard, and literally, like the fucking seeker head just went off into space every time. So I only got one off, and then I was still I should have gone guns, but I was trying to like I said, whenever I went to dogfight mode, it would instantly go back to MRM. So
Ah, sucks.
the throttle, because I have it down to my throttle, and it was stuck in like one position. So every time I went on the keyboard, which is usually what I do because I don't fuck with it, it would go back to the other position because it was stuck on my throttle. So I was like fighting the controls. So that really sucked. But he got really close. I disengaged and I just started climbing and trying to find out what the fuck was going on. I think somebody else from another flight splashed him, or Fiverr did. I can't remember. Everything was not bad about this fight. I mean, we were always supported.
There goes Foxy.
I wish I had my shit like squared away, because then it wouldn't have been as big of a clusterfuck, and I would have been able to keep visual on him. Because I eventually did lose the 29. I didn't know where he was.
Sorry, Foxy got him for you.
Foxy came in, supported you, and you got it.
yeah, so Forrest, the reason you overshot was you were messing with controls trying to figure out what was going on, right?
What's that?
When you were hidden behind him, you were high on energy compared to him, and did you just get distracted trying to figure out what the heck was going on with your seeker head and all that?
Just quickly replay like a minute or so, and you'll see what happened. Basically, I went to dogtime mode. I visually saw, because I knew Fiverr was in trouble. I visually saw the 29s, and
Focus on Fury 1-2. That's Force.
yeah,
Fury 1-2?
Yeah, there you go.
It was just that I was fighting the game. I was fighting the game because the throttle was telling the computer to go to MRM mode, and my keyboard was telling me dogfight mode. So I pressed D, and literally it would flash dogfight mode, and then it would go instantly back to MRM mode. So I had no pepper, no aim 9s or anything. So I eventually, I don't know how I unfucked it temporarily, but it was just really bad.
Did you try pressing C for cancel?
I did many times. Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah, it was bad, but I literally just didn't want to do like Wolverine.
Oh my god.
Yeah, this one, kept visual on
60 feet past.
I passed right on. He broke up. Kind of lost sight of him, and that's literally how close we were.
Dude, you're so lucky there wasn't a human pilot in that, because a human pilot probably would have thrown the guns across you.
Look at that.
Oh, yeah,
I looked over my shoulder. He's right there, and I said, "Fuck this," and I swung. I almost met him.
Fortunately, 29 doesn't have a lot of control at this airspeed, so he can't pull his nose up on you and get a shot.
Yeah, he's really in trouble, but
Yeah, man. If that was like me playing AMS with an archer, that could have been potentially very dangerous.
we would have been dead. We would have been dead if first engagement happened if they had archers. They were either out of ammo or didn't see us. I don't know what the fuck the case was, but
Moving on.
You want to see what happened to his wing then? You can see what got him. Oh, aim 9's from dark. Nope.
No, that was the Elka one.
Okay. So what killed his wing then here?
Fury 1, 2. Yeah, force bag's the first guy.
Oh, it's they killed him. Okay.
this is where I'm fighting the controls, right? That here, trying to get a fucking lock. There it goes. Surprised it hit him. Actually, it was pretty close.
All right. Any other MiG-29 fights that happened?
I should have MiG-23 with me.
That's
There-
what took my ass down.
There's a fight with Doughboy versus an invisible MiG-29 that's hilarious to watch just because you can't see his attacker. He's
Really?
Falcon 1-4.
That's the one that killed me?
Yeah, the one that killed you was outside Skin's bubble, so it didn't render on the enemy. But it's funny to watch, and it's pretty immediately obvious. You didn't see him, did you?
No.
Yeah, you did. From what I've been telling the admin, you did about 4 things wrong, and we can just go over it quickly here.
Yeah.
Where's it at?
It's Falcon 1-4 Doughboy. It's it's towards the end of our playtime. It's just after you called milk time. And you'll see he's all alone. Elka's already dead. And you'll just see him enter this death spiral here. Kind of off on his own.
I think at this point, Scope had wanted
Deck right
me,
here.
since Elka was gone, wanted me to just go heads down and try to get bombs off.
Yeah, that's right.
Picking the hard deck. It's what killed you?
It's like I say, it's an invisible MiG-29. I mean, he's being locked up by all these guys from the north, but there's something else that's a lot closer that takes him out instead.
Could have been a man-bat. ACRV.
What'd your debrief say, Doughboy? Did you look?
Shit, I don't even remember. I just
Yeah,
said
sorry.
MiG-29 and a heater, but
Oh,
Probably
okay.
was.
All right, so I think it's all the air-to-air engagements.
Mm.
Let's go to air-to-ground. Cowboy 1.
I don't know if anybody's left from
No.
Cowboy.
No, I'm here.
Me and Matt.
Yeah, so you're gonna want to bet. Yep, go up. Then we took off from Porhane, so we're up towards the top of the swing.
Lost him before.
There you go.
Disconnect at some point.
Yeah, that's a bit later there, but at this point we're just flowing towards the target. We hear everybody's engaged, so we immediately break left. I marked this hawk and we flew towards it. Although you managed to clean up that mess immediately at the loss of quite a few of your guys. But then we just frickin' turn back in once you clean that up, and we start flying towards the target. This is the point Lexi disconnects, and it's an AI. That's why she starts falling behind.
Those Su-25s were out for blood.
Yeah.
I guess Lexi gets lost and separated there.
No, that's when I.
You go for the kill?
I think that's when I called that I was within commit range of whatever it was, and I was like, they're getting fucked over there. I'm just going.
Yeah, so here, me and Centromask break around. That's because we heard that Lexi called that she's close to MiG-23, and we're like, let's not deal with this. But she said she was too close and she had commit, so we turned around and flew back in to support her. Although the MiG-23 got taken out, so then we flew out again as AAA, and then we turned back in for our bombing run.
Cool. Let's see it.
Yeah, so I got misaligned because I was listening to the radio for a second. So I came in at a bad angle.
Oh, well, it's LGBs. You don't have to worry about they going across the axis of the convoy. It's really only a thing for GBUs or oh wow, you guys are using rock guys, right? Okay.
Yep, couldn't see it down.
Ooh, that's a hard deck violation there.
Oh, that's breaking hard deck. What's your altitude there, Mayhem?
Don't know.
Should I spec it up?
Can tell.
SA9 fired at you.
Inside me.
8.6.
That's
7.
Peaks
7.2.
8.
7.2.
You guys gotta work on your dive bombing.
I managed it and didn't go underneath.
Well, okay, that's why I said you guys.
Center mass.
But yeah, center mass got a pretty good launch off.
That's a good slot.
But his spacing was a bit close.
Okay, so he needs Winchester, and you have what, 3 more left?
3 more.
Oh, if your spacing had been better, you would have taken out 12.
User was moved out of your channel.
Yeah, really we should have gone pre-briefed and done like a spacing and then gone in, lined up and dropped all of them in one go.
Yeah, I was I don't know. Yeah, that could.
Here comes Lexi's run.
Potential brief point.
What was the other column of?
Tanks,
User joined your
T-55s, ZU-23s, associated trucks.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Okay, this game.
So I just discovered that Foxy actually lives in Paris, and one of his confusion things is that French is his first language, so I could have just switched, and he only said that after the flight.
You idiot.
Yeah, but then he'd be speaking Quebecois, and nobody would fucking understand.
No, I speak Canadian French.
That's
But
what
yeah,
I mean.
So that SA9 that actually wasn't a rental brief.
Oh, jeez.
It was an infantry battalion that moved in.
Yeah, infantry carry manpads.
Excuse anything now.
Oh yeah, no, I was just pointing it. It certainly doesn't. I was just pointing out that certainly was interesting that it moved in.
Oh my goodness, all the hard deck breaking. You guys are so lucky the SA9 didn't clean it up.
I don't know if you saw my dog fight with Ian. So
Yes, we did.
Yeah, it's basically Fox. He said he was with me, and then he wasn't all of a sudden, and oh crap.
We didn't go under 10, I don't think.
Skimmer gonna have to take away your wings there. That was a tough move there. Just in case you're flipping me, I didn't know you were doing that. Definitely not the Q.
No, it was the American Hockey League.
Oh dear.
So that's it, Cowboy? Let's store up some armored battalions. Falcon?
Yep.
Fuck yeah, baby.
Wow.
Wow.
Let's go look at
Yeah, let's take a sentry gun and go south.
What the hell is that?
That'll be Elka having a little bit of lag.
So,
It's Schrodinger's F-16.
we heard the same thing on comms when you guys got engaged with those MiG-29s. And we did the same thing that all the other strike flights did, which was get ready to orbit. Yeah, there's the Aardvarks right over our heads. Elka chilling out. We had a lot of SA difficulties. It's number one is it's not easy flying when you're new. Number two is it's not easy flying in the night, and number three, it's not easy trying to follow Elka. As you can see. So 1-4 had a lot of difficulties keeping up, but it's all completely understood why that was the case. So anyways, you guys cleared the 29s, and we were cleared into our target. Element 1 was heads down, while Element 2 was heads up. Element 2 had, again, some SA problems, so they got engaged and destroyed, basically because of the SA difficulties, and because of Darkfighter's great aim. But Element 1 strikes on the targets are basically textbook. We found our targets, they were stationary, TGP, locked them up, and we prosecuted GBU-12s. I haven't actually seen the Acme where I can see Gasman yet, so I don't know if his attacks were as clean as mine were, but mine was just easy. I just racetracked 4 times and RTB'd.
Yeah, mine were similar. Just off to the right, racetrack. But I masked my last 2 bombs I masked, and so it's
Are you guys connected to the AC monitor now?
No, we're watching the stream. Yeah,
okay.
the last couple of the last strike that Gasman and I both did was on the heel of Noah time, so we were super
Yay.
nervous about those 29s coming in, and Element 2 had to strip and delouse us like twice. So I didn't feel that the airspace was really clear enough for the kind of bombing that we wanted to do, and I was a little disappointed we didn't get more bombs on target with Element 2. But again, like mostly it's just time constraints and us really not having the ability to defend ourselves in those 42s. I wanted to stay away from 29s where possible.
Oh
We
well,
killed a
sweet.
bunch. We killed a bunch of tanks. Got way too close to 29s, like right there.
So with a high threat environment, you prefer using Mark 20s instead of LGBs?
I mean, it depends. I mean, obviously, we had good effect on target. I didn't miss with any of the GBUs. It was easy, but it takes a long time because you're doing singles and you are. I mean, you basically have to be heads down for the entire egress.
Like
That's
one
yeah,
pass
that's what I
haul
meant.
ass is a better idea.
Yeah, Mark 20s one haul ass. Instead of
We know what you mean.
LGBs.
I think one pass haul ass would have been fine. Um, and in the block 42s, it's even easier because we'd have FLIR and would be able to visually identify the targets in the columns.
And we knew they were stationary because you can look at their orders. They're all sitting those columns. So it would have been a lot better.
Yeah,
Well,
so
you say that, but
Standing on those lines.
I think the GBUs. I mean, it was nice to have that level of precision, but I think ultimately it prevented us from being more effective.
Gotcha. I figured that being in nighttime, precision units or precision bombs would get more kills. Ended up being the opposite. Because it's nighttime and because there's such a high threat, it's better to do one pass stationary units and get the hell out.
Yep. I think the TGP is a valuable asset, but in this case, using it with GBUs and using it as precision guided ordnance is actually hampering our effectiveness. Yeah. So Doughboy lost SA at the end when we were Miller time and went into that death spiral, broke the hard deck, and got fucked up. Gasman and I both retreated with about 10 miles separation between us and regrouped for the flight home.
So
Very
Doughboy was
uneventful.
what happened to Doughboy?
At the end, when Miller time was called, he was in the middle of setting up his first bomb run. So I'm not exactly sure because he lost SA and basically just went tumbleweed.
Yeah.
But when
Couldn't
he
find him.
entered that death spiral, I thought that he was being engaged by a MiG 29. The Acme doesn't support that, but um, I can't really explain it except that he lost SA, focused on the RWR, and just
Yeah.
stopped talking.
He nailed me in the. It was in the center ring, so I just started pulling because I figured he was right behind me.
No, with the MiG 29s, you got to keep in mind that they'll be in the center ring at 30 miles.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and the what you did to this the really tight corkscrew, you just bled energy that you could have turned into an evasive engine. It's fine. I mean, it was a very difficult mission for you to keep up with, so I certainly don't fault you for what you ended up doing. But
All right.
So are you guys still debriefing?
Yep. On to Ghost Dog. Go ahead, Cal.
all right. So, do I have control? Or are you?
Yes.
There you go.
You have control.
There we
Sorry,
go.
I was on call for a while.
No problem. I wasn't sure. All right. So this starts off with us just pretty much getting to the target area. We had a problem with Nebo lagging out. He decided that discretion was a better part of valor, and rather than trying to mess around with it, he called it a night early. So we decided to quickly reform, reorganize. We managed to get a little bit better off there. Vandal had a bit of a hard time finding me in the first place, but we figure it out. And basically we're moving on. This is about the same point where Scope and so on, they get told about the potential threat, assessing the situation, judging how much cap we've got up there. I decide to continue pressing. and as it turns out, you guys are able to successfully handle the cap. If you hadn't been able to handle the cap at this point in time, I probably would have waved back off again anyway. We're now hunting for targets over Steer 5. As it turns out, they weren't actually at Steer 5, they were just short of it. I was able to get the first pass off, so here you have it. Immediately flew out to the east, knowing that that's the small area of the threat. It doesn't show on the attack view. I saw 3 explosions near to nearby, 2 explosions, sorry, in nearby tanks. I don't know if they count. And at this point in time, I'm struggling to actually regain SA on that tank column. It's now that I realise they've actually been moving. So when you were saying earlier they were stationary, it's not what I was seeing. I was actually only finding moving columns actually. I have a hard time finding them. The original game plan had been for me and Vandal to prosecute targets while Nebo and Domestos were watching, and then we would reverse the situation once we were bombs gone. However, judging the situation to be a bit more threatening and us down at 3, I said 1 person would be in, 2 people would be watching. And as this turns out, it made it a little bit harder for that 1 person in to actually find and kill targets, especially when they weren't holding still. I ended up switching to GMT, but before I could do that, we're getting MiG-23 and MiG-29 spikes, so I elect to go out to Steer 4 and reset while you guys clear that situation out. So we fall back out. By the time we get to Steer 4 though, you guys are calling this guy's clear, so we turn pretty much back in immediately. This time we've got a bit more prep time, a little bit easier because we've got an idea where we're looking for. We start getting a few more bombs off the rail, however, it soon becomes apparent we've got more MiGs on the way. These GBU-10s are really good if you can get them in the middle of a column, because you can usually take out 1 platoon of tanks with a center line hit. However, this gets to the point where it starts to get risky again. We're starting to get more stuff in the area. Miller Time's called. Vandal had a problem. He got 2 hung stores, so although he dropped 2, but I think he dropped 2 bombs, but got 2 stuck with. I expended 2, and I believe Domestos expended 2, or possibly even 3. I'm not quite sure exactly off the top of my head. But bottom line is once Miller Time's called, we immediately egress and basically try to form up around about Steer 8. And after that, we get ourselves formed up. We proceed to make ourselves in for the landings and tea and biscuits basically. The basic way, to echo what Scope was saying, cluster munitions to take out a large quantity of tanks would have been probably a better loadout, but even the F-111s aren't equipped for anything that's going to handle a tank besides bombs. I had very briefly considered a single pass or a single stick of Mark 82s because the F-111 can carry an inordinate amount of them, but I guess after I queried the first loadout, I agreed with Dark Fiber's assessment that we were really going to barely have enough time to get these bombs off the railroad without multiple re-attacks. So happy with everything I did overall. I'll take constructive critique, or if anyone wants to review any particular parts that I missed there.
How was the performance of the F-111s?
About what I expected. They turn pretty well. They accelerate really well. I'm certainly happy to have them to continue flying them. However, as I said, we need to be a little bit smarter with what we're doing with them. I would have said the Aardvarks would be great at taking on static targets with the kind of bombs that you're using. They don't get Mark 20s or any kind of meaningful cluster munitions apart from CBU 55s. So you want precision targets taken out. For example, I'm now starting to understand why how they were used in Desert Storm. You want to use them against point targets, bunkers, hangars, things like that. They'll kick ass. They'll do fine. For plinking tanks like this, you can do it, but only if you've got clear sky, because they've got no defenses.
The biggest issue today was the air battle conflicting with the ground battle, and people just could not get effective or more effective air-to-ground missions.
I'd agree with that.
gotta make up our minds about what we want out of a package lead then, because every time we swap package leads in cap, and because they historically have the least they have to worry about.
Yeah, but the problem was this time he got like overran, kind of couldn't do jack.
I think package lead and cap didn't work in 80s because of the like basically
Banana winning.
requirement to go dogfighting.
Yeah, exactly. That's my point.
Like I think a seed flight is probably best, or like a strike.
Or just like even like the a cap that's not at in the like thick of it, like a cap that's in the middle.
I
Like,
mean,
The reserve cap.
but they weren't. They like their flight wasn't good. Like Sting, we had our one engagement. That's the thing with the like the sparrows is you can't ripple fire Twiz and kill an entire flight of MiGs. You have to basically commit for one engagement, and then the element comes in, and then at that point the next flight's on top of you. So like the reserve cap is going to get engaged, and that's exactly what happened. I mean, even if all four Sting planes had survived, like we still would have been, reorganizing and.
So for next weekend, I think we're just gonna do a repeat of this mission, and try to, because we gotta slow down their advance right now. They're advancing south, and they're gonna overrun our troops. So I think we're just gonna repeat, do another AI with cap. This time, kind of learn some lessons from this fight. Do less LGBs, more one whole ass. um,
One
and
haul on Paul's ass, right? Got it.
there you go. Yep. And have package leader not as the caps are going to be merging and stuff, so that the package leader can sit, strike, tell everyone to flow south, have the caps merge, do their tactical stuff, and then once it's clear, everybody he pushes in the package. There we go, guys. So
For what it's worth, Gussie, I'll quite happily fly the Aardvarks on the next pass. I would recommend we just drop off a stick of bombs if we are not going to have adequate CBUs across an entire column.
you know what? You guys can carry so many CBUs, like 16.
No. CBUs. The CBUs we get to carry aren't anti-tank CBUs.
Oh, no 87s.
No 87s. No. We were getting to carry 55s. You're talking Vietnam era anti-personnel.
What about
55s will fuck up a
Mark
lot.
82s, Mark 82s, Mark 84s even. I can carry sticks of Mark 84s, which could be hilarious. But one pass across a column with dumb bombs would be fine.
Yeah, just carpet bomb them.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, we just try that next time. How about 16 Mark 82s? Everyone choose a stationary column from the F-111s, and you just kill.
Pretty much. It's the best way I can honestly suggest is that we just drop them in singles, say 20-30 foot spacing, start across one end of the column, wingman goes in, finishes up the next half of the column, element goes in and repeats as necessary.
All right, I think the F-18s are kind of hurting right now. If you guys take a look at the inventory, we're down to 6 F-18s.
If you're going to use the F-16s for cap, I'd...
I think we're gonna take a break. We're gonna use F-14s next Saturday.
One of those F-16 shouldn't count because it was just like exploded when I went into the game. So
So we'll do F-14s. We're gonna ground the Block 42s. We're down to 5. We're gonna really need those for Italy and more PGM strikes.
Finish making stuff for midnight when you say that 14.
For what it's worth, the next time you're doing an Oka strike at night, the Phantom, not the Phantoms, the Aardvarks would be fine for that. You want to put LGBs on ammo dumps, control towers, precision targets like that. Your Aardvarks would steamroll the place.
That's what
Also,
they did in
Gussie,
real life.
why mirages? I'm still confused by that idea.
There's no
Why
Mirage.
Mirages?
Yeah, there's a Mirage Squadron in this campaign.
All right, I'm
Well,
hopping off. I got a rodeo to go to.
Great, later, man.
Catch a good one. Have a good one.
Take care, guys.
Cool. Thanks, guys. It was a lot of fun.
Alright.
Bye.
I'm going to cut this stream then. That'll do. Catch y'all later.